and his brother's off to a really phenomenal 2-0 start. Just turned 18 a few months ago.
Yeah.
Already has 2 fights. This will be his 3rd tonight. Viper Pit MMA doing it big down in, I think they're around Hazard, somewhere in that area. Donald Neese and his company. Cody Sheroan's been fighting MMA here of late. Only 18 years old. Has struggled inside the cage, but it's one of those circumstances where he always comes to fight. Very excited to be there. His skill's not where it needs to be. Probably needs to be trained a little bit more, but glad to see him taking a step back from the MMA competition, work on his grappling just a little bit.
Right. And, you know, these youth grappling exhibitions and stuff, that it helps grow the sport. The kids, we do this quite a bit with my nonprofit and get kids involved and all that.
First one to get 2 submissions or 5 minutes. And it's over. So 2 submissions.
Gary Copeland going over some of the finer details here before we get started here. See no gloves, no punches. This will be submission only.
And the younger people eat it up. I mean,
absolutely.
to be able to have your own walkout music and people cheering you on, you know, this is a.
The first one to 2 submissions will win Todd. The first one to 2 submissions will win Mr. Beverly and Cody Sheroan.
Cody getting his mind right over here in his corner. It's kind of crazy. The Beverly boys are almost identical.
Yeah.
Granted, they're brothers, but they could pass as identical twins.
You know, I like seeing the clans come out. You know, Ferguson clan, you know, the Beverly clan, you know, where you see that it might be genetic. Look at that. Wow, it was a nice clean shot. Try to do with the leg hook. Trying to pass side guard. There we go. Mr. Sheroan got it. Try to pass that half guard. All right, now he's got put it in the guard.
You know, some people think that may be a good spot for Sheroan, but for, you know, an experienced grappler being on the bottom, they're perfectly comfortable where they're at.
Yes, sir. And then being in the guard, I mean, you know, guard is a very good position to initiate quite a few different submissions. And you can, you know, it's nothing that. If people don't understand grappling, I mean, the guard is a very, you know, most people before they get advanced belts in jiu-jitsu, they fight out of the guard.
Absolutely. Working your hip escapes and just being comfortable being there and working your flexibility. As you can see, Beverly, he may be double jointed. I'm not sure. Maybe trying to work for a triangle here.
And seeing he's keeping his hips moving, his hips are not flat on the ground. If you notice, they're not laying flat on the ground. He's always going to have ability to pivot his body around. And if it doesn't work from that side, he can slide his body back over. You know,
just like that.
Mr. Sheroan wants to try to stay, you know, sit and try to posture up a little bit more so he can at least try to pass the guard. Because there's very few submission moves from the guard. You know, when you're in someone's guard.
Yeah, from the top. In MMA, it's a great spot to be in, especially if you're going to go for some ground and pound. We see
transition to a triangle. Yeah, it might be over here. So.
He's going to pull the arm straight down.
Yeah. He's got to pull his head down. Way to keep the triangle. Now, at that angle, Mr. Sheroan can breathe. Nah, that might be a little different.
He's probably not going to be able to move from here.
Yeah, he just had to pull that.
It don't matter.
Gary Copeland. It don't matter.
Copeland knew what was about to happen. He was not going to let him go out there, and that's a sign of a great referee.
Oh, he's awesome.
He knew that there was no escape for Cody Sheroan there.
Yeah.
He Sheroan acted a little upset, but he probably did him a favor there.
Yeah. And then right as soon as they touch gloves again, Stone Beverly almost did the jumping guillotine. But, yeah, you can tell Mr. Beverly practices jiu-jitsu. He keeps his hips moving, doesn't keep his hips flat.
We can see an arm triangle here. Or I can't really tell from that angle. He does have his arm around the neck.
I can't tell with that angle. Oh, he tapped it. It's over.
Yeah, he had
arm triangle. Yeah, Gary Copeland called it arm triangle.
Copeland trying to explain to Sheroan exactly why he stopped it there, but definitely a good call. Three girls coming to the cage to give Mr. Beverly his medal. Remember, later tonight we'll see his brother Ken Beverly in action. That will be fight numero 5, taking on Aaron Allen from Area 502. Some great schools represented here tonight. Of course, we talked about Area 502 MMA.